Hey, how's it going? Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome in, Storman. How are you doing today? Hope you're well. It's Tuesday. My goodness. Yesterday was a pretty successful day. After the stream, I continued to play around with some stuff, and I figured out how to solve our problems, which is great. Well, I don't know if it solves all the problems. I figured out how to solve the depth of field problem with the effects. I have to make them all before depth of field. All the materials has to be before depth of field, and then it'll work properly. And I'll show that in a moment. And I got a workaround for the Skybox 2 to work. There's still some things that don't quite work, and I want to try out the fog doesn't quite work, and I want to try it using a post-processed fog today, and then go from there. I think that's the plan. I forgot to load into the hub, but okay, we can now and do these. There we go. And I did not update the freaking link. That's gonna become a problem, isn't it? Why did I do that to myself? But if you look here, blurry, and it did not pop in. Yay! That worked beautifully. Look at that. And then if we come this way, and then, oh god, look at the sun. It's supposed to be cooler today. I don't think it is. Use the fire hollow portal. Yeah, it's just where I have like a shop. I don't have NPCs, so that's what I'm using right now. But if we take a look, you can see there's the clouds. Actually looking at them now. Oh no, they're correct. They're correct. Do they, hold on, do they look like this normally? Like a little bit of a painterly? I've never looked at them close enough. So, but that looks right. Yeah, and the hub is the same. Yeah. Okay. But one thing that I don't like that gets struck is the fogging of things. With the tune material doesn't quite work. And turning off the tune material at a distance doesn't work great either. You gotta have clouds cover the play area sometimes. I need to figure out the best way of doing that. I have some like effects clouds, but it's not ideal. So one thing, can we get a, so like here, right? It's not ideal still. It's okay, but it's not ideal. Oh God, let me find the, okay, here it is. So this, so I can make it so the tune doesn't reach down there. Or as far. But you can see here, this is the tune. It doesn't look great. So Also, this my method now removes the background from being affected, which is just doing a distance check basically. Actually, let's just reorganize this. I'm not really using ambient occlusion. I'm just getting rid of it. With my system, for some reason, it doesn't work great. I mean, do I get rid of it? It doesn't hurt to keep it. Am I going to be able to undo it? Yeah. So, just this up. This is this. Get rid of that. Close up a little bit. Okay, so theoretically, I can't close it here. And then, okay, so this is what it looks like right now with freaking fog. It doesn't look good. If I come here and do the fog and then turn this off, right, looks okay. Let's see if we can get a better one. You can use the free smoke inside the fab. For how much of an area I'd need, smoke isn't going to do it, and I wouldn't want to do full-on effects. I'd probably want to do like cards and just like moving panner clouds like that, like a random alpha or something, and that'll get us the look we want. I don't think we can go like super advanced on that, but for the fog. Alert. Fog color. This goes here. And then we use a depth fade. Probably should just do a depth fade opacity. One. And depth fade distance. Let's start with 10,000. From the high five, it just doesn't look good. So it looks like this, and that doesn't look good. I need to figure out also the white spec stuff, but it just doesn't look good. I want to see if doing a post-process one will look better. Why? Arithmetic between float 4 and float 3 are undefined. Oh, okay. I guess this needs to be float 4. Okay, let's increase that number. Oh. Okay. I see. I need to hit apply. I need to hit apply. So that doesn't seem like it's working. The way I wanted it to. like this, I mean, this works, but how do I do a bigger fade? Like, I want the fade. Hold on. Let's actually go to let's generate a dungeon. I need a multi-floor dungeon, please. Ideally, like 4 or 5. Yeah, that's less. Okay, we'll work with 4. So the hope here is I want to get better fog here. And it doesn't look like it's helping. Like, it looks like... Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't turn off... There we go. So it doesn't look like it's doing... It looks like there's just like a cutoff. Versus a, like, blend with this method. Anything like post-process volume? Well, it's not... It wouldn't fix this. This is a toon shader problem. So I guess I can play with the toon shader. Let's just screw it. Because we need to play with that anyway. So let's play with that. And let's play with that. So let's figure out what is causing the white there. Okay, not you. Gonna go down the list. Oh. Is this the one? Highlight threshold? I would need to crank that up really high. So I'll keep that highlighted just to test it. No, I don't think that's that. Maybe that. No, I don't think so. Did I not remove? What's the parameter still? Oh. This is to affect distance. Shadow tint. We don't want to mess with you. White threshold. Aha! I think it's the white threshold that we need to mess with. You made like 15. Or... Oh, white tint doesn't... I guess white threshold. Okay. You found solar panels that are very sensitive to light. If you get shade on one part, it lowers voltage a lot. But even at night, you can get 20 watts of power from a moving us. Maybe it's ambient panel voltage that's giving the watts. I don't know enough about solar panels to be able to say. I mean, right, the moon is sadly bouncing the sun off of it, so I don't know. Maybe it does work. Was there anything in post-process volume? Oh yeah, no, because this is the tune shader. This we know is the tune shader, so it is this number, white threshold. So moving that up, fix that. Well, not fix that, but like improve that. The other thing is, right? We have it's just too contrasty. So the question becomes, can I lower contrast by distance? I'm gonna close some of this stuff. I haven't touched this. Why are you asking me about changes? I can always reopen this. Is there stuff to the right here that I want? What's they doing here? I don't remember. Player, HDRI. I think I just close all tabs to the right. You got your game basically done with the coding stuff. Now you just have to design levels and more. Nice. That's a big achievement. Congratulations. A full action JRPG without all the puzzles and areas complete. I think that's what you have. Nice. That's a big achievement. Well done. Okay, I could probably reuse the same kind of system. Hold on. Can we just do this? And then just use the scene depth. Compared to a value. Well, not a value. I guess we need to. But I only wanted to affect a certain distance away. Let's just try it. If it is further than here, or if it's not further than here, then we'll just use this. Just to make sure this still all works. If it is greater than, I want to do a cheap contrast RGB minus 0.5. Why does it not like this? If A greater than... What? Missing if A greater than B input? What do you mean? I plugged it in. Arithmetic between type float 3 and float 4 are undefined. Oh, this is a float 3. So I need... I didn't mean to double click on you. Pen vector. I'm gonna append the original. So let's just see what happens here. Did it work? Oh. It works, sort of. It works, sort of. Turn this off. Turn off the fog. Okay, we can work with this. Basically, we're gonna make our own depth effect that we want without fog. So, can I use the scene depth? Normalized, I guess. And use that as the alpha between this and the original. What happened here? Oh, again, flow 3 and flow 4. I guess this then needs to be back in here, this in here. Did I do it right? Oops. I don't think this is doing what I wanted. Yeah, that's all the same color. Why is that all the same color? Your other Pokemon go around the world and fight other ones, solve puzzles, and find items and chests and complete quests and stuff like Skyrim, but Pokemon. After you finally finish it, you're gonna figure out how to make your own creatures. Because you already animate, but making your whole new creatures is hard. I mean, yeah, it's not simple. Hey, you can do it. You figured out how to animate. You learn your lessons. Now you can just throw the creature blueprint in the world and see the Pokedex number in the day table. So one change and the whole mile-long blueprint takes care of itself. Nice. Well done. How do I? Can I not do scene depth? Do I need to divide this by a number? No, it's still all the same. It's a different number, but that's all the same still. What if we did in this order? That doesn't matter. How do we get post process C? Oh, can't you it's possible to do the pixel depth. Hold on, pixel depth. Another one? Use pixel depth. Pixel depth. Because you need to like divide it and stuff. Divide it, saturate it, and blurb it. Okay, let's try this. Divide it, saturate it, blurb it. Now, but is the value need to be just really high? Oh no, that shouldn't be it. Why is dividing it? Yeah, it just gets evenly dark. I'm confused. How do you get depth as a value? Can you find like how do people post-process material tint by distance will get us what we want? Oh, we can try using the depth mask. Depth fade? Depth fade. Try using this again. Oh no, but this one had the issue of it not being like a full-on, like smooth setup. No, so that's... I need a... Okay. Let's see if we can... Let's ask... and see if we can find out. In U5, I'm making a post-process material, and I need to get the scene depth from camera to X distance as a 0 to 1. Because I don't know why the scene depth returns the same value. Scene depth, yeah. Divide that value by your desired distance. Okay, let's try this. Let's just try 5,000. Don't saturate it. Oh, there we go. Okay. 20,000. 50,000. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So now I use this here. This here. Excellent, excellent. I need to know. Oh no. Oh, there we go. I need to know roughly what distance this is. So 4 layers is 20,000. So if we did, so every layer is about 5,000, right? Seems all right. Seems about right. So I think it's actually 6,000. So I think right. It starts from top. I mean, I guess I gotta just look at the module bounds. But let's assume... I guess let's not assume. Let's just get the exact value. You. No, not you. You. Yeah, 6,000. Okay, so if we assumed that we want to account for... Do you want to do 5 or 6? I mean, it's 30,000. Let's just go 30,000. Alright, so now what we're getting is less contrast as we go down. And this is now without the fog. So that's a lot nicer. Okay. So we're getting less contrast now. I want to also desaturate as we go down. So this up a little bit. So we'll do the cheap, remove some contrast, and then we'll do a desaturation here of 5. What is it complaining about? Oh, okay, just need a value here. Okay. 1. Floor 4 and floor 2? It doesn't like... Oh. If you do 1, it makes it actually of a static non-RGB output. 0.99. That is interesting. I can't tell the desaturation's working. Let's do this real quick. Is that working? If I pushed it like way further, it should desaturate. Oh no, closer. If I push it closer, there we should see the desaturation. So yes, it is desaturating. Okay. So it is desaturating by the distance. Oh yeah, I can tell. I can see that. Yeah. Then we also gray it. And that's not bad. Tune distance, I mean, I guess we just, yeah, this should just be pretty much, yeah, the entire distance, because we just are cutting off the HDRI. But that is considerably nicer than what we had with the fog, to a degree. The one thing we lose with the with this is we lose the tint, which we also want to do. So then we can just multiply it by a tint. So slightly towards blue. All right. Go extreme just to really test it. I think I need to change the order of this. Yeah, I'm going to need to change the order of this. Because this needs to happen, this part needs to happen after. Hey, Joe, sir, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. So, let's knock this down. Actually, let's not knock it down yet. Let's do this part. Okay, so here, this that is where it goes from here. Okay, so that means this gets cut out here. This goes here. This goes here, and this goes here. Yeah. No. What? Oh, because now it's only affecting the tune stuff. No. I need to affect everything but at a distance. So I need to use an if. Go back to what we had. Yeah, just go back to what we had. We just need to check that scene depth. We just do the same thing here. So. Oh, and then we just swap these. Yeah. There we go. I'm trying out the post-process method because with the toon shader, let me put it back how it was. With the toon shader and the fog, we get this, where it's just right there is the best example of it, and that just doesn't look good. So the toon shader doesn't play nice with actual fog. So I'm doing it in just post-process. Since I'm already doing the toon stuff in post-process, then might as well try to do the actual like fog and all the volumetrics in post-process. So now we have this. Let's not have this be like insanely saturated. A little more. All right. All right. Yeah. And so this now doesn't scream as super high contrasty, which it shouldn't be. As things go back in distance, they become grayer, and they lose saturation, so they effectively become grayer, and they lose contrast. So in terms of value and color, they should be like graying out, basically. This is going to be fog color. Want to see something funny? Oh, why did that work? I don't think it actually did work. I think it's just the desaturation siding it. I don't know. Hold on. Is it just being hidden by... Yeah, you can see the weirdness from here, still. You can't go -1. It works great without depth of field, by the way. I mean, it works great with depth of field, too. Why are you so anti-depth of field? What did it do to you? Where did the depth of field touch you? Show us on the doll. Too much of it everywhere? Because it looks nice. You can't have too much of a good thing. Like ice cream. There's no such thing as too much. Just continue eating it forever and ever. There's no such thing as too much of a good thing. Money. You can't ever have too much money, right? You can't have too much of a good thing. lens flares. Another great example. You can never have too many lens flares. I mean, look at it. It's just beautiful, isn't it? Just mwah. After some of the stuff you've said here, you deserve it. Had some payback. I'll take that. Okay. I don't need to grab this multiple times. You grab it here. I think this is, I mean, this is fine. Can I? How do we clean this up? How do we clean this up? Do this. Then we can have a depth effect distance. And then we need to put all of these into its own category. You're looking at gameplay of Morbid Metal. It reminds you of my game? I've never heard of it. Morbid Metal? I mean, yes, I also have some paneling on the floor. Is that where the resemblance comes from? I also use a tiles in some I don't know if it goes anywhere past that. And float? Is that a floating island? I mean, there's a lot of games that do things like that. So, I mean, look, the game looks nice. So I'm not opposed to saying that we're gonna have a, you know, a little different graphically. I feel like it's a little different. Let's do a named reroute. And this is going to be tune. Why is this not turned on automatically? Is it not following my settings in here for whatever reason? To your credit, you've seen those in the game first. So what you're saying is I copied them. Oh, you've seen them in my game first. So you're saying is they copied me, and I should sue them for stealing my design. Because I should learn from Nintendo, is what you're saying. I don't know why, but I think I read between the lines correctly there. Yeah. Oh, why did it make it -5? I meant to be -0.5. Whoopsie. Don't worry, I understood you perfectly. And I'll make sure to state so in the official court documents. You told me to do it. And say it. You'll never advise people to be a very successful company? I just want to see people fail. Why are you like that? Why do you want to see people fail? Not cool. Not cool. Hey Flick, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. This should be here. Yet almost all their consoles, so it's the Game & Watch all the way to the Wii U. My goodness. The fact that you bought a Wii U says a lot. That's some dedication. You actually set up your spline backwards, and you intended, and had to remake it entirely. Why?
Freezing the frame. You'll rejoin at this exact moment. Past ads.
What? Why did you have to remake it? You just, whatever you're doing, just tell it to go back to front instead of front to back. Unless you really needed it to be in a certain direction, I guess. Also, you could create a little tool to swap the direction of it. And a Wii on day one. You really need it in a certain direction. Clearly, you didn't need it enough to remember to do it the first time. So, it's okay, you know. That pain of having to fix it, you'll remember and not have to do this problem again until the next time you have this problem. And you'll again forget. Yeah, you can make a what's it called? A blueprint utility widget to just swap a spline's direction. Because what you would need to do is, like you would create a spline, you would make a note of all of your positions. Because you just get them all, right? And then you just set them back in reverse order. You can even do it in world space, so you don't need to worry about, things not lining up and whatnot. You just need to, I think you just need to make the leave tangents the arrive and the arrive the leaves. I think you need to swap the tangent directions. Maybe? Because I don't know if those are relative or absolute. That's almost done. There they go. Okay. Let's do these. And these. Honestly. There we go. That's cleaner. What is the cheap contrast RG? Because it does open it. What is it? Well, interesting. Oh, yes, by default it just uses a picture. So you don't actually need to put in a picture. You just, if you wanted a rainbow, you can just use that. I mean, I guess why would you ever need it then? Nowadays, you play on your Steam Deck. Are you gonna get the new one that is also called a Steam Deck, but it's nothing like the old Steam Deck? You got one of those nice Steam controllers yesterday? I mean, congrats. I got the original Steam controller a long time ago, and I think I threw it away when I moved here because I never used it. I was like, I'm not gonna pretend to like I understand how this works. This gives the negative number in all three things. And then we're going from a negative number to itself and a bigger number. And then we're clamping it. Also, why clamp? This is the same node. No, I don't want to change this. Thank you. At the time when you play on your TV, you use the Steam Deck as a controller. Oh. See, I don't even own a TV. I have something as heavy as a TV. You want my TV? Look how big it is. It's taking up almost the screen. 7.5 kilos. And the only reason I even know that know it in kilos is because that's for some reason that's what Grok gave me the weight in. Use yours only with your PC. I mean, it makes sense because you're using the Steam Deck as a controller. It wouldn't work with a console, I'm pretty sure. Oh, you mean like you use like the TV is only for a PC, not the Steam controller being okay. You have actual TV channel cable. I mean, that makes sense. You're not that old, I'm assuming. Let's see. Oh, cool. There you go. So I got the organization good. And I'm just gonna make the my threshold being 15 by default. There we go. "72-inch 4K monitor." I mean, your pixel density is kind of shit, I'll be honest. Great size. Pixel density. Let's move this to the top. Do we want to do anything else? Wait. Contrast fog color. There's one other control. Didn't I have another control? Oh, yeah. Saturation. There we go. We can wire you money for an 8K TV, or not mine? I mean, you said we, so yeah, go ahead and wire yourself money. If you accidentally type in my info, I'm not going to complain. No, but you said we. You didn't say you. Why are we kind of desaturated here? Oh, because it's yeah, you can't pretend like you didn't write something you didn't say. Yeah, I haven't written. I haven't written a history there. I need to do a. Do I need to do a double if? Okay, if it is less than, then check that it is. Also, to an effect, start distance, end distance. Start it at 6,000. So less than. It's getting messy again. Less than is here. Greater than is here. Did I do that right? Aha! But then we need to get rid of the fog. We should say, for now, hidden game. Actually, just do visible. Because it wasn't going away. Just do visible. Make use of masks. Okay, so that one, that's not gonna work. That's not an option. Put all your foreground GI in one mask and bypass the fog in your Did you forget that it's a procedural generated dungeon? How am I supposed to do that? If you have a suggestion for that, I'd love to hear it. But I need to probably hold on. Power? Power 2 might be enough. Two calls to your generate function? What do you mean by two calls to your generate function? I'm not using a function. I'm using a massive plugin called Dungeon Architect that I don't control a lot of stuff in there. It is a massive plugin that is way too big for this is not yeah. I wish I had a little more control over stuff, but oh, did I say? God damn, I saved it. Generated. Destroy. Delete. Why am I like this? Off. Safe. Nope. PCG is not powerful enough to do a full dungeon generator. Even PCGEX does not have the tools right now to make a actual dungeon gen. Everyone seems to always forgets that PCG is just a point scatter. It doesn't have any information about the things around it. Like, it doesn't know what kind of connection do you have. It's not good about like fitting in like different size things and using logic and like build like place one thing, then try something else, see what fits, see what right, and building a dungeon. You really need blueprints or C++ for that. PCG is not good for that. I always say like do your logic in blueprints or C++ and then populate the stuff inside of it with PCG. It's great for that. It's not gonna do like complex logic building. Once you start doing logic building, unless you're looking at perfectly like a perfect grid or something, and then you can use like a path finding, right, to like set up the main path. But like if you want like branch path, this just becomes such a pain. But like even then, like it's not ideal. Grammar's on a spline. Grammar's not 2D. Don't forget that. Grammar is a 1D. What kind of dungeon do you have if it's just 1D? That's not much of a dungeon. I wish there was 2D grammar. Man, that would be so nice. There isn't, but I wish there was. Neo Dragus, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Doesn't help either of us now, but apparently there's a big update for level and terrain creation. I know about the update for the terrain creation, but yeah, it won't have any effect on me. But I'm waiting to see what it is. There was videos linked, but I haven't seen them yet. Hey, Revolutionary. Welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's not bad. Let me see if we can get a better... Is that a real loading screen compared to a fake one? What does that mean? What is a quote-unquote real loading screen compared to a fake loading screen? It's on the screen. Some people fake it. But what's it? What do you mean by fake it with it real? I don't actually know what you mean. Like there's something on in front of you that's it's clearly not long enough. I need to make it longer. But Hold on a second. Do I? Display the widget and put a delay long enough for the levels to load. I have that, but it also is waiting for certain things to finish. The problem is I don't have a good way right now, or a perfect way right now, of checking when everything loads. A real loading screen would use async. I'm using the loading screen that I got with my main menu, which was done all in blueprints. If that's something available in blueprints, then maybe. But I don't have a good way of checking like when everything's loaded in yet. So. Okay. Look away. I'm gonna do something you're not gonna like. I hope you looked away in time. He's okay. Then no, it's a blue screen. Blueprint one. This is no, none. This is with. I really see. That's so nice with that little bit of like this, right? It's so sharp here. That little bit that I have, even at this distance, I feel like it adds so much. Oh, we can make the world smaller, yeah. Perfect. There we go. The perfect amount of depth of field for the game. I can't see any problems with this. Why am I failing to load my attack animations? Why am I... Oh, it's because I messed with stuff and didn't recompile. Octopath 100%. I mean, yeah, that was the inspiration. So, you know, we might as well get into it completely. I blurred them as whales. Yeah, I blurred away all my attacking. I think it's because I changed some variables on the character and then I can't compile. So it's like, I don't know what you want me to do. Although the movement was working. There we go. Octopath style on Octopath style depth of field on a top down. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. This is of course a bit extreme, but it does look kind of cool when you can see it in focus. Those 5 pixels you have in focus look good. I think that's working now. I think that's working now. Like, it doesn't scream out at me anymore about, like, weirdly high contrast, right? I think there's still... I think that's the LODs. I think that's the LODs that I still need to kill. So it almost looks like so. I mean, I guess it's the randomness and the texture. Oh, it's the disappearing of the disappearing of the grass that's doing it. At this distance, the grass disappears, and so it looks. You see these patches a lot more. That's why. What more do you want, Joser? What more do you want? The stuff I added wasn't good enough? You want more now? And Pro Panda Plays, welcome in. How's it going? You doing well? Did I make this? Yeah. It's my game. I think we're gonna go like 350 on the depth of field. That's too much. I feel like 350 is probably fine. We were at 300. I'm just moving it up just to like a little higher. Looks amazing. Well, thank you. We're currently working on the art style and all that. Sparse volumetric to blend with your background image. Yeah, the plan is to put in like fake islands in the backgrounds and probably add some clouds and stuff like that. It's just I'm not concerned about that kind of stuff right now. That's like once I'm actually making the stuff, like cool, I'll do that. Right now we got too many other stuff that I care about far more. Such as continuing to do the all of the stuff. Let's do what happened to the rocks? There were definitely rocks here. Why are all of these not generated? Okay, well, I'm gonna need to you know what? Let's edit these rocks. Because I'm going to need to give them the same texture work as the other stuff. Also, I just remembered something I need to change on this. Why are you still using instance? Why are you not using the right one? Using the instance. I remembered I wanted to change this to multiply by object scale Um, so that way it'll automatically tile more or less based on the scale. Okay. Nothing should have changed because everything should be scaled to 1 in my stuff. But for this, because this is the same as these guys, we're going to have it scale. So, let's go ahead and just do you. Then tiling 8. Not 8. Definitely not 8. 4, 3, 3. And then render, custom, check, check, check. Bam. Let's see how this looks on a larger scale. Does this work at all on a larger scale? That looks nice. I think these need a different stroke paint look than what I gave them. What's going on over here? Maybe it just needs... I mean, maybe it just needs less. Actually. Because they're kind of less important anyway. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I will say this works better as 3. This I feel like works better as 2. That's 3. That's 2. Try 2.5 go in between. Let's do all of the other ones that are like that. Let's spawn more of the rocks now. The fact that they're not generated here makes me concerned they're not generated in other places as well. You need to have the same thing happen. You. Render custom depth. Oh, does that actually do that for all the rocks or not? Ooh. I assume it should be using the template actor setup here. Yes. Yes, it is. Good. Okay. Only thing is, I need. Did I not? Oh, it has it stuck, doesn't it? Clean up. No? But where is this texture? What is this from? Cliff. Why is it using Cliff Rock? I overwrote it. Wait, am I? Oh, yeah, I am. I am indeed overwriting it. There we go. I don't mind that. I don't know how I feel about these guys though. These guys I feel like need more tiling. So what I'm thinking is we expose the tiling to a custom primitive data, and then we can adjust it per object as we need. So if we were using the same material, we can just tile it differently. What's going on here? This shadow? Or does it have like overlapping? Wait, maybe it has. No? Okay, we'll need to look into that. Let's do that. Let's try setting up. UV tiling. So, it would require every single object to have some UV tiling. So what I can do in I can use an add instead to increase to like as an additional to the multiplier. So instead of it being the multiplier value, this is just an, I mean, it will work effectively the same, right? But by doing an add here, we can get away with it. So So this will be a per object tiling. Additional tiling. Custom perimeter data. That way it doesn't mess with anything. And then we can go to the ECG graph where we're spawning the large list. Actually, let me just check what value is right now that I put. 2.5. Let's do 2. Because I like 2 on these guys. And then instead we go to the rocks one. Don't tell me I can't put in custom perimeter data in PCG. Wait, what? Wait, what? You're kidding me. I can't use custom perimeter data in PCG? Hey, Leah, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. No, you can. But it needs to be done through the Packer. Last time you were in a drought, they got flooded. Yeah, but see, I want to use actual custom perimeter data so I can assign it in the world as well. Like, so I guess add it here. But I know you can do it through per instance custom data. You declare it, declare it how? This is different. I know you can do this, which is similar, but different. I mean, why do you need the blueprint, though? I mean, I could do... I mean, if I'm using... this stuff is using... I mean, they're using splines. They already have a blueprint. I could do a post function blueprint and just get all and then assign it. But that doesn't seem right. I don't like that method. Yeah, it doesn't have it. Okay. Let me see. Can I set the custom primitive data default? Because I want to use specifically custom primitive data. Yeah, it's more straightforward per instance custom data, yeah. Custom primitive detail defaults. Manually added custom primitive data values on the component, often reset on generation. Set defaults on the source static mesh asset itself. No, but that's not. If I want to be able to control it inside of the graph. Okay, so in that case, okay, then we can do both. We can just say screw it and we just do both. Fine. No, per instance, that's what I was saying. Per instance was a custom. Yeah. Per instance one is this. I was wondering about custom primitive data, which is different. But it seems like it does not have it, so I'll have to use both. But this is not this. Different things. Is it per instance the new updated thing? No. Custom primitive data is a thing where you can select anything in the world and then come here, custom primitive data, and then you can add the defaults and change the values right here in the world. That's not per instance stuff, is not that. It works inside of PCG, and I've made videos on it. But I wanted to see if I could do actual custom primitive data, but it seems like I can't. Which is unfortunate. Would work with the same. I mean, I guess they're two different things, so theoretically they should work. I mean, we'll see. Yeah, let's do a new parameter. This is going to be a additional texture tiling. I did this on the right thing, right? Rocks, yeah. So if we come here, here. Oh, I did have the floating rocks. That's okay. It's a good test. Okay, it works. So we can add, well, actually add more maybe on the floating rocks too. Okay, not that. You didn't get the use for custom primitive data? It works in the world on regular static meshes. Every static mesh has it. It's there. It's the normal way of just adjusting a value on something that is super efficient. It is not an instance thing. It is just a thing. It's on every single static mesh. It's on every single object. No matter what it is. If I go to the character, go to the sprite, I'll see custom primitive data and automatically shows me all of my custom primitive data on the material. It says beyond material? No. It's just modifying the material, but it's just always visible. As soon as you plug in a custom primitive data one, it'll automatically populate all the stuff in it. You can adjust it just like the other one. But this is the one that is available everywhere versus the other one that is not. Except for some reason it's not available. No, for instance, not available. You tiling, save, and now we can do. There we go. Now we can bump that up. Also, while I'm here, I need to turn on the tube, look for all the rocks. There we go. That's much better. That's much better. Yeah. That's why one of them is called instanced. But every actor has the custom primitive data. So in terms of like usability in that regard, right, it's really nice. I like that. You see the texture strokes in here. And then you see it on these guys as well. I think on the big ones, like on these guys, less is better. But on the smaller ones, more is better. Yep. I have a post-process shader. And reworking the materials to work with it. New design on the materials, trying to figure out the look of it. Plus now the character actually pops from the environment substantially more, right? Because the problem we had was just the environment was too noisy. So trying to figure out the look of the environment and stuff. Let's do the stairs. Do I have? Got it. It's penetrating. I was waiting. And we're gonna jump with that. Should we just do it on the original? This music is reminding me of like some of the like epic fight scenes in anime. Oops. It's so low, it's in hell. I'm there with it, so kind of nice. Kind of nice here. I wish it wasn't so hot. Oh yeah, I need to also go to render custom. I remember, so yeah. Blink, blink. Check all the things. Check. Okay, those, this one. Okay, and there we go. Beautiful. Now stairs also are working. Nice. I don't know how we're gonna do. Some things might not work. Like, I don't know how we're gonna be doing these. They're already kind of pain relief. But yeah, so for example, these guys, right? I need to adjust the tiling on these guys. And now we can go into custom primitive data, and you'll see here it already says per object additional tiling. So we just click plus here. Now we can just adjust it. Right?
Bridging the frame ULL rejoin at this exact moment post ADS.
Why am I saying through that? Why am I seeing through that? You forgot you were learning Japanese? Well, then you're not learning Japanese. What do you mean you forgot? Well, that's not learning, then. You forgot you were learning Japanese. I am very, very slowly learning Japanese. I'm on day 606 of very slowly learning Japanese. The warp effect does not look great, I would say. The distortion. But why is this the way it is? Oh, I can definitely see through it. But it's opaque. Guys, it's opaque. Why am I seeing through this? What? Oh no, this is a post-process problem or something, isn't it? We're about to experience pain. We're about to experience pain. Yup. Why does the toon shader make it look transparent? Way out of the way. No. Warp has nothing to do with this. It is purely the toon shit. Question is why and how. Why and how? Yeah, it's the toon shader. No, it's genuinely behind. You can see right there. See how this one sticks out? It's right there. See how it sticks out? It's genuinely somehow transparent. Yeah. Yeah. Where are you looking? Yeah, in here, right here. Look at this outline. It's transparent. The white on the tile? Oh, no, I'm not talking about the color. On the left? Oh, here. No, I would be focused more on that. Yeah, like if I was talking about that, I would just be like, over here. No. How is this happening is the question. Because that's weird. Why is this say to an effect distance? Oh, right, that distance. Okay, let's do... Instead of to an effect and distance, this should be depth effect and distance. No, this is to an effect. No, this is right. We don't need two of them. Let's just do that. Hey, playtime, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. See, by the depth, but how is it seeing past it? I'm not sure. Is 32 gigabytes of RAM good enough for learning the engine? You would be to learn the engine. You don't even need to open it. You just watch videos. So yes. Absolutely is. It's interesting. You can see here as I'm increasing the distance on it, right, where it affects it. Yeah, you can see how it's... Huh. Okay. So you can figure out if one of these is doing it. What? Recommended spec is 64 gigs? No, I don't think it is. Significantly less than that. Like 12? I'm gonna give 12, 16 or something. What I'm gonna guess. Unreal Engine 5 recommended specs. Yeah, it's recommended 32 to 64. Yeah. Like, there's no way. 64 is the minimum. Yeah. 32. Yeah. Just, there you go. Google. 32 gigs of RAM. Yes, 32 gigs of RAM is more. It's fine. Oh, I was thinking of VRAM when I was saying it's too high. What is it? 8 to 12. So how is it making it transparent? How is this possible? Actually, question. Let me just put a different material on here. No, I still see it. Okay, so it's definitely 100% has nothing to do with the material. I didn't think it did, but just want to confirm. So, how is this possible? Oh, hold on a second. I think I know how this is possible. I didn't turn on render custom depth pass for it. And I guess for whatever reason, it ignores it, but it has the material on it. Ah, okay. I didn't turn on render custom depth pass, which meant it wasn't being tracked by the toon shader, so it was ignoring it, and so, because it was in the. I don't know why it became transparent still. The normals of this don't work without the normal map, but that looks nice. That looks nice. I like the effect. I feel like it's a little too low res. I'm using at 512. I might need to go higher if we're going to be seeing it potentially like all the way up here. Probably need to go 1K. I saw that glitch for a fraction of a second. What happened? Oh, there it goes. Oh, is it going invisible? I mean, I don't... Okay, just... Move this over real quick. Regenerate that. Move that back. Do one of those. One. I think we might have some other places where that's that way now. Potentially. But I think that's working. Let's really go into the dungeon. Let's take a look. For some of this stuff, I'm probably going to do it a little more custom potentially for this stuff. But for like the generic stuff, I mean, even for the columns, I might do a custom one. Like I want to, I wish I could drive it with vertex color, but I can't. Unless someone knows a magical way of figuring out how to do a hue shift to match colors to something else through math, I don't think it's possible. Oh, let's do the bridge. We haven't done the bridge one. Let's do. Render custom. And I might need to do this on all of them. find out. Do you have... No, you don't. Yeah. So I need to go through every single one of these. Yeah, and regenerate the stairs and the bridge and this thing. And then I believe I need to do it for the all of these as well. Yep. So basically I need to regenerate all of them. Force regen. Force regen. Okay, so now all of them should have the right stuff. And now we gotta do that for all of them. All I'm doing here is just doing force regen. Force regen. See, it updates there. Okay. I don't like how the these are freaking inside of the other rocks. Just do you. Next. Why does it change? Because the material's already applied to it. I don't have the post process here. But it's visually changing. Hey Ranger, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Your chat isn't posting on your board. I mean, that's the first message you've sent that I see. But YouTube sometimes doesn't send things, depending on what you write. And I have no control over that, so... Depending on what you wrote, YouTube might have said nope. Or their servers just have issues, I don't know. I don't know what causes that. All my filters are off. So what heinous things were you trying to post? I guess I probably shouldn't ask. Clearly it was heinous. Why else would YouTube block then, right? Probably talking smack about me again. I mean, I get it. I would too. Two left. Got a video game Unreal posted about? Did you try to post a link? Because links don't work. Links would 100% get not sent. Why would Unreal post about a game? They have a collab with it or something? I mean, it did. I see Terratech Legion right there. Yeah. No, Terratech Legion is right there. It lets you post the name just fine. That was not the problem. Still on there. I mean, a lot of things are, but why do they post about that game specifically? Expedition 33 was built on their engine. I don't remember. Hey, maybe they did, but I don't remember big posts about that. Also, use instant skin. What are instant skin meshes? Because there's a interrupt for that in PCG, and I have no idea how to use it or what even instant skinned meshes are. And there's no documentation or anything for it. So it's like, fuck you, figure it out. Paratech. Think of animation vertex, but for PCG. Looks like an RTS. I don't know if it is, but it looks like it. Oh, Steam. There you go. Yeah, like this looks like an RTS. That's a bullet hell. I like the color scheme. This person made a good choice with their color scheme. Black and like a reddish orange. Imagine not skinning your instance meshes SMH. They'll spawn hundreds of enemies with no frame drop. I mean, there will be frame drop, just minimum frame drop. Unless, I guess, they're always loaded in the background. And then when you get into the level, they're already loaded. Yeah. My big thing is GPU, not enemies, and aggro particles, as I found out. That's my other problem. My other problem is aggro particles. But it's 1 or 100, it's the same since it's instanced. Well, if you're spawning the exact same enemy, then yeah, you can do that. But then shouldn't their AI still all be... Each one should have their own AI. It's not like... I guess it depends on how you do it. But each one, I assume, has an AI. Still. And it's not like that it gets instanced. The animations could. There's a way to batch AI into just data versus separate trees? How? I do this? This is... Yes. So hard to tell. That's not bad. I almost want to do more. Play around with the atmospherics. Desaturation. Well, it can desaturate it more, I guess. Contrast. I can knock down the contrast more, though. And that looks better. I think that looks better. Excuse me, guys. I'm not looking at you right now. Just excuse me. I'm just. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. So I can make it so it's even stronger. Well, I don't know if that's probably too much. Pass information that the actor would have into arrays and then just do logic on the array instead. But like, how do you do like the movement and everything? You still have to do move too, no? And then you still need to do like check if each one is within radius and all, right? Like, I think it's one of those things that sounds simple, but is very complex to set up. Basically. Okay. So I'll be honest, I really like this. This, I think, looks really cool. And I'll be honest, for a second thing, I didn't think I could ever even get something looking like this. So I'm quite pleased. Have you seen the game Makers? They're using the same thing. Thousands of enemy crowns with their own AI logic, essentially. Well, hold on. With their own AI logic? Like each one has its own logic? Or it's like a global logic for them? Because like, if you could do that on a global scale, then why would there ever be individuals? Shouldn't it automatically instance things and do that? There has to be a downside here. Otherwise, why would anyone not do that system if it's so good? Like, why would not everyone make this like have tutorials on reusing it and stuff? It's global until you get in a certain radius. The battle is continue. Okay, when you're not in range, but the battle changes to individual logic. I see. No one does it because no one teaches how. True. And no one teaches how because there's no documentation from like whoever designed the system to begin with. Because they don't want to share. They're like Epic. They create stuff and they just don't want to share how to use it. Where'd you go? It's not here anymore. Where'd you go? Oh, I forgot to do this thing. Is the source code? That's not documentation. I'm sorry, but even as someone that can't read documentation, that's not documentation. That doesn't explain anything. It is? Okay. Here. Okay. Explain to me how to use what the what's it called? Since we were on the topic, the instant skinned spawn instant skin static mesh, or instant skin. Yeah, I think it's instant skin static mesh is in the PCG graph. How it works, when to use it, and how to use it from the documentation or from the source code. I will wait gladly. If you show me that it explains all of that, then I will agree with you. Very simply, I'll admit I'm wrong, and I'll agree. But I would put money on that not being explained at all. What's the name? Instant skinned mesh spawner. It has inputs. I don't know what they're for. I don't know what it expects. I don't know how it wants it to be set up. I don't know what the result is. It exists. Instant skin mesh spawner. Yep. Instanced. Past tense. Instanced. Make it bigger on screen. Instanced skinned past ed mesh spawner. I'll gladly eat my words, but my money isn't. Nope. We're gonna need to do these as well. Oh, it's because I've overridden them. So I'll need to do a masked version of the material. Any thoughts on just changing the translucency on the trees to less when the character is in front rather than disappearing? It is actually less. It's just a lot less. With the compression, it probably might disappear fully, but it's actually not disappearing fully. Like, if you look here, you can still see. You can still see the tree. Can you see all this red? I don't know how well it comes through in the YouTube compression and stuff. If you up the resolution to like full res on the stream, you probably will see it. Yeah. Same thing here, right? You can see here, like it's a ghost. Right. There's the full and becomes a ghost. It's there enough that you know it's there, but not enough that I feel like it's blocking the actual visibility. So it's like it has you feel it's there, you notice it, but I feel like it's the amount where it doesn't get in the way of you looking where you want to be looking. And like depending where you are, it also will just blur your character. So like, right. So here, because the depth of field and this is so close to camera, actually blurs the character through it. Can't do anything about that, but that's fine. Would you be able to create a timeline for materials to make it more slowly come back to life? That would become a very complicated. Because in a single frame, if I do a dash across, what are we doing with the timeline here? Right, we could turn it on and off, but then how slow is the timeline? Then it's not going to be it's not going to be visible or like, or you know, it's not going to be see through when I'm going through it because I'll just go through it very quickly. Okay. So like it would be nice, but you can't do timelines on arrays either. So what happens when you have multiple things? I'm sure you understand. Like here, both of these are being affected. Right, this one down here and this one. So how do you do the timeline then? We can't use the same timeline because I might leave one but not leave the other. So each one can't have their own timeline either. You see where the problem is, right? Like, yeah, this is just using a sphere trace from the camera to a bit before the player, so that way it doesn't touch the ground, and it's just grabbing static meshes. Or instant static meshes. So basically, I can go. Where would it be? I don't remember where it is. I started here. Yeah. Let's do this. Yeah, let's see. I'm just doing this. And it's just going like it doesn't reach the player, so it doesn't touch the ground and doesn't touch the player. So that way I can just do it on all static, try to do it on all static meshes in the world, because it's never going to be there where it's like at ground level or to worry about things on the ground or the player or anything. So that's all it is. And then it's just every 0.2 seconds, I check again and see what I grab, right? So here it's grabbing the tree. Okay. That's all it is. Yeah, it even does it for this stuff, because at certain angles I might be transparent. If you widen the trace, it might get less jarring. If I widen the trace, it would be affecting in times when I'm not actually behind. So, like, I don't want this tree to be transparent when I'm here, right? Or when I'm here. I shouldn't need to have the tree be transparent here. So I can widen the trace, but then it'll be affected closer. Like, for example, if I just increase it by 100 radius. So this is just a wider radius, right? Right? This is not actually that bad, right? But right, I'm not really close. I mean, I'm slightly close to it, but right, you can see where, yeah, right there. Like, I'm here, right? And you can see the tree's gone. Which is weird. To me, at least. Like, we could go somewhere in between. We can go like 200 instead of 250. So we were at 150 before. I put it to 250, right? Just a demonstration. And again, like, right here, I'm not actually touching the tree, but because of the angle and stuff, right? We're making the tree disappear. At my original value, right? I can be here, and it's not going to affect the tree. Which it shouldn't, because I'm not actually, like once I get closer to it, you know? Also, keep in mind, this is a 0.2 delay. That's why it goes, right? There's a 0.2 delay on any movement in general, because I don't think you need to have it be like perfectly on time. But so now it feels more of like, oh, if I'm actually going to be like about to be in the way of it, then it will turn off. Right, same thing with the tree here on the left. When I'm actually going to be more actually under it, then that's what happens. And you set up with a tune shader as well, so. Timer. 0.2 seconds. I don't run anything on tick pretty much. Unless there's only a few things I run on tick, which if I need to do like a smooth rotation, I think I do the turret movement on tick. So I can use the R interp 2 constants for like the smooth turret motion. But otherwise, pretty much nothing's on tick. Well, this starting looking nice. We're still going to do all the other stuff and play around with some of the materials functionality, but I mean, I like it, I think. Like, it feels a little painterly, which is what I'm going for, which is what I wanted. I think the textures could be 1K instead of 512. Obviously, we'll need to rework the decals as well. Have a good night, Ranger. Thanks for stopping by. Are you not using your layer material system? Right now, no. For this, no. I made a custom. I had a custom setup for this. This is relatively simple. There's no reason to do a layered setup here. What was the question about that? I want to know what it is, how it works, what it's for, how to use it, everything. I know the node exists. I don't know anything about what it's for, how to use it, what it goes into the plugin, why it's there, what does it connect to. I know nothing. You know, like when you implement a new system, right? You want documentation to explain like, what is this, how does it work, right? All that stuff. You're saying that it exists in the source code, so I'll wait patiently. Why are you still using... Oh, because it didn't regenerate it. Yeah, this is the material. It's really simple. It's not clean at all, and I'll need to do a few more modifications that we're trying to figure out what we need. Like I need to set up the opacity mask stuff. He doesn't see the stuff right anything. Now that's not true. It's not that I don't use C++ for anything. I just don't use any coding of any kind for anything. I'm not really specifically against C++. Okay, well that's also a lie. I do use stuff in Blender. Well, we don't talk about that. This is the ramp. Height gradient. From C++ blasphemy to this, man have changed. No, they haven't. Nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing has changed. I'm nothing if not consistent. Sometimes I'm consistently unpredictable, but you know, we don't talk about that. There you go. If you reroute nodes, it gets a lot cleaner, huh? Ta-da! Okay, so we still need to add in the capacity control. Where can I grab the... I overwrote all of these, so here, architecture. This is what we need. So then here we add on here. And now can you tell this is all just big, just testing? Like my ground mat test 2, 3, 2 instance 2, instance 1, 2 instance 2, 2 instance 3, 2 instance 4, test 2, instance 3 masked. You like it? Oh, did I miss the tent? Where's the tent? Blend mode, masked. Could be worse. I mean, yeah, it could be worse. It's hard to get worse, but it could be, yeah. So I guess now all I need to do really is just replace the defaults on these guys with the masked version. Once we've confirmed that this all works and there's no issues, I'll actually clean it up. Properly name it, organize it, and all that good stuff. Yeah, look at that. Bam. Easy as that. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. The name suggests the node is used to generate skeletal meshes and it packs them in. Okay, that much I knew. That one I could gather from the name. As you say, like the name suggests. But it tells me nothing about how it works or how to set it up or anything else. The best argument I have, Joser, is the fact that if the source code was all the documentation you need, then no programmer that uses Unreal would ever ask for documentation for stuff. I think that's case in point. Anyway, that's gonna do it for tonight. I'm liking where it's going. Which is weird to say. Hey, there are some things that I would like slightly changed. Lots of devs are like me though. Yeah, we don't like reading. I already have to read all of this chat. How much more reading can I possibly be doing in a day? Jesus Christ. Like, I get tired and lazy. Always. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night. And I'll see you all tomorrow, where we'll continue working on the aesthetic, I guess, because I've been having fun with this. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.